Yo, you want some deals, slime bag?
Yo, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale. Now, the eShop has been really surprising over the last couple of weeks. Normally leading up to Black Friday, it's pretty dead with nothing dropping. However, on a constant basis, we're getting some great indie games dropping each and every week. I really think some indie developers are testing the grounds to see if they can get those extra sales going and not get lost in the pack of AAA games that will drop on Black Friday. So yet again this week, we've got some great games dropping lower than ever before. Now, just before we jump into those, quick reminder in case you're new here to the channel, about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away 2 $5 eShop gift cards. If you want to participate in those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. You then check out the next eShop Deals video to see if you won. Also, if ever you reach the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below the latest eShop Deals videos, because most of those deals are still running today and I just don't repeat them 2 videos in a row. Now, with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into those deals. Just remember, if you are liking the content, hit that like button. So we're starting off this week with a really strong entry, which is Eastward, hitting a brand new low of now 40% off, only $14.99, and will be running till November 18th. Now, this game is a top-down action-adventure game with RPG mechanics as well. And I do say it often, but yes, it does follow that Zelda-like mold, mixing in some great adventuring with some puzzle solving. However, don't take this for a Zelda clone, because it does a lot of things in a quite original way. For one, you'll be alternating control of 2 different characters to be able to solve the different puzzles. But not only that, it has a completely amazing pixel art style, a really fantastic soundtrack, and a story that is just so well written, filled with tons of interesting characters. And overall, Eastward, in my opinion, is just one of the best indie games to be released in the last couple of years. A game that was already a great pickup at its original price of $24.99, while today at $14.99 it is just a complete steal. Now, our next entry is another great indie game hitting a brand new low, and that is Hunter X, that is now 30% off, $10.49, and this one will be running till November 24th. Now, this game is a 2.5D action Metroidvania, and it's actually a game that I played on stream. I'll be linking that down below if you want to check it out. But for me, this was definitely a surprise indie hit for this year. It's a game that came out of nowhere and delivered a really solid experience. Now, it's definitely a game that's been heavily inspired by games like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it really does a great job of melding that with an awesome anime style. The one thing, however, the storyline was a little bit on the weaker side, but for someone who really just wants the adventuring and action, this is going to be a really solid entry. I'm also going to give a warning that this game does have a fair level of challenge, especially when you hit some of the bosses. However, it is also a game that really rewards strategic gameplay, and sometimes you just have to back out and come back when you've grinded a few levels. And once again, a game that was already very competitive at its full price of $14.99, while today at $10.49, it is once again another great pickup. Now next, we'll be looking at a couple of games from the same series that are once again hitting brand new lows. And the first one is going to be Cotton Reboot, that is now 60% off, $15.99. And also Cotton Fantasy, that is now 50% off, $19.99, with both of these games running till November 28th. Now, these games are what could be called cute-em-ups, which are basically 2D side-scrolling shoot-em-ups, however with a cutesy art style. Now, we've actually got quite a few entries in the Cotton series over the last couple of years. However, in my opinion, these are really the 2 best entries. First of all, we've got Cotton Reboot, that is basically a remake of the original arcade game. And I've got to say, for fans of the series, the gameplay is really solid, the HD remake is really well done, and the level designs easily still hold up today. And on the other hand, we have Cotton Fantasy, which is actually a game I fully reviewed on the channel. And this is a brand new adventure in the Cotton series, redone in today's standards. And what I'm really glad to see is they really focused on that arcade style of gameplay, with different selectable characters, tons of unlockables, and even alternate levels. Lastly, what I find super interesting is these are two of the best entry points in the series, and right now at their brand new low prices, it can be an easy pickup for a newcomer. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Alex Biersner, who said, Bones of Halloween looks pretty good for sure. And definitely, Alex, if you're just looking for a straightforward, dumb, fun game, Bones of Halloween is a great choice, especially at such a low price. And now our second winner for today is going to be Christian Ailman, who said, always great suggestions. And I'm glad you like my suggestions, Christian. I do everything I can to bring the best each and every week. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now jumping back into our deals, we have another great one for you, and that is Kogan Sword of Rewind, now at its lowest ever price of 40% off, $14.99, and will be running till November 21st. Now this game is a 2D action platformer that is definitely targeting fans of the Mega Man or Gunvolt-like gameplay. However, once again, this is not just a clone. It takes that basic formula and really adds in a touch of original gameplay. The biggest change here in my opinion is although the action can be fast-paced, it is much more strategic and about thinking out each one of your actions than some of those other games that depend on reflexes. And also, you can probably tell by the title, but it depends on its main mechanic, which is the manipulation of time and the ability to rewind certain actions. Now, the one thing I do want to mention here is this game is fairly challenging. So if you're not used to this style of gameplay, it is maybe not the best game for a first timer. However, for those action platformer fans looking for a challenge, this is going to be a great pickup. And another last bit of good news, if you're on the fence about this one, well guess what? There's a free downloadable demo available. Now our next great deal for today is going to be Golf Story, that is back to its lowest ever price of 53% off, $6.99, and this one will be running till November 21st, and on top of it, it's going to be my pick of the week. Now don't be fooled by the title here, this is not a standard golf game, it is rather an RPG disguising itself as a golf game. Now this game is basically the story of a golfer that has one last shot of accomplishing his golf dreams. And to accomplish this, you'll be adventuring through the game, meeting tons of people, trying to complete side quests, all using golf-like mechanics. However, as I said earlier, the biggest part of this game is more about the RPG and the story than about the golfing itself. And although this was a fairly early entry to the Nintendo Switch, I've got to tell you, it's a game that easily still stands up today. Not only that, but we have its sequel that is right around the corner coming in December, which is Sports Story, so right now is a great time to pick this game up and get up to speed. And if you've been looking to do so, I would take advantage of this sale because this is also a game that doesn't go on sale all that often, and at $6.99, it is truly another steal for this week. Now our next entry for today is actually a game collection, and that is the Darius Cosmic Collection Arcade that is also hitting a brand new low of 60% off, $17.99, and will be running till November 28th. Now this is basically a collection of shoot-em-ups, bringing together 4 of the most iconic entries in the Darius series. But in reality, you're actually getting more than that, because you are also getting multiple versions of some of the games, totaling in 7 different titles. You are basically getting 3 different versions of the original Darius, you are getting Darius 2, you're getting 2 different versions of Sagaya, and finally, you're getting what is probably the jewel of this collection, you're getting Darius Gaiden. And for fans of shoot-em-ups or just someone that wants to get into the genre, this is a great collection to have. Now on a final note, I do also want to mention to be careful because there are 2 versions of this collection, one based on the arcade versions and one based on the console versions that are actually more expensive. And although it is the cheaper of the 2, I would definitely recommend going for this one, the arcade version. In my opinion, it is the stronger version of the games. But once again, overall, this is just a great new low price for this week. Now it's time for today's sizzle reel of deals, and it has some other brand new lows in it and some really great games. Make sure you check it out. So we're now at the end of another eShop Deals video, and I really want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. Also, I really want to take a couple of seconds to thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.